I'm Drew Anderson, and today I'm going to tell you about my journey to find my culture. Now, it started when I was a child. I know you probably can't tell, but I was actually born female. So when I was a kid, I always felt that there was something off about me. I felt like something wasn't right. I always wanted to play how my brothers played. I played a lot of sports. I was running around with my shirt off all the time. Any characters in make believe games or video games, I would always be the boy character. And it wasn't until, I started going to school, like elementary school, middle school, that I realized that girls weren't didn't quite like to play the same things I liked to play. And I got made fun of for it a little bit, but we all just assumed I was a tomboy, and I probably would have transitioned sooner, but I didn't have the words for it at that time. Not like there is today, where it's much more prevalent in society. But in my journey in the LGBTQIA community, I started with the B, which is bisexual. So it was in middle school that I started to realize that I liked girls. There was this girl that I had a huge crush on, and she was straight, and so it didn't go anywhere. But that led me to question my sexuality, and I came out to some friends first, and then I came out to my parents. And I'm very, very lucky that I grew up in Los Angeles in a very liberal area, so that I didn't have to face some of the prejudices that other people in this country have to face for being themselves. So first I thought I was just bisexual, and then it kind of went towards lesbian, so the L part of the LGBTQIA community. And it wasn't until I was around 19 that I really started to question my gender identity in a more in depth way. I mean, back in high school, my freshman year, there was a show called Degrassi where there was a character called Adam, and he was the first trans guy I ever saw on a TV show or in media or anywhere besides like Boys Don't Cry. And I really identified with him at that time. And for a summer back in freshman year, I kind of dressed like him, and I, bound my chest, and I wore a hat, and I already had short hair. And then it just kind of fell away when I went back to school. I think I just thought it was easier to not do that in high school subconsciously. I don't know, but then when I was 19, one of my best friends started to transition medically from being female to male. And that really sparked the, oh, is that what I've been feeling my whole life? Is that what I've been missing? And so I started to explore different pronouns and what felt more accurate to me. And I landed on they, them, and then I went on testosterone. And after a few months on testosterone, I realized that I'm fully male, that I identify as a man. So the testosterone was going good. I decided to get top surgery. Um, my parents were semi supportive. There was never a lack of love, but there was a lack of understanding. Um, and it was hard for them to come to terms with my pronouns. Luckily, I was born with the name Drew, so I didn't have to pick a whole new name, but the pronouns really stumped them, and there was a lot of fights, a lot of tense conversations, but now we are a very happy family. They're very supportive of me. My mom has a Trans People Matter shirt and goes to the Pride parades. And that's the part of the community that I love. There's just so much acceptance and joy and fun to be had in the LGBT community. I mean, the first time I went to Pride, I was 16, and I went this last year with my girlfriend, and it was a wonderful time. I feel loved, I feel accepted, and it's just a great time, the Pride parades and the being in the community. The last thing I want to say is that I hope by being myself and by being out as a trans man that I can give those kids who are running around without shirts on and who are feeling like they're not in the right body, give them some inspiration and let them know that it doesn't always have to be like that. Because I wish I had that when I was younger. I wish I had been able to transition earlier, but life is what it is, and things happen as they're supposed to. So, thank you for listening. Have a good day.